Big Z Reviews. Plane is a new action film that came out recently and is once again another Gerard Butler-led action film that is way better than it has any rights to be. And I'm here for it.
The clock is ticking. Every minute matters. We can count those minutes in lives, lost or saved.
Guys, Mike, get back. We don't know who it is. Get back.
Listen carefully. This is an emergency. I'm Captain Brody Torrance.
I really felt like this was a callback to a lot of the 1990s and early 2000s action films. That's just like, I feel like sometimes they almost got ashamed of themselves, and they tried to be too fancy, and they forgot just to be fun action film. This is a fun action movie, and this is directed by Jean-François Richet, and of course, it stars Gerard Butler as Brody Torrance, and he is like a widow who flies international flights to pay for his daughter's college. And he's doing this one last one before taking a vacation with his daughter and his, I think his sister or his wife's sister in Hawaii. And of course, things go wrong. Things start out going weirdly when an agent brings on Mike Coulter as a prisoner transfer that's being extradited, that was arrested for murder. And things get worse because the shitty guy that tells him that is in charge says that not to go around the storm, and because there's only 12 people on the plane, it's a really light load to go through the storm to save fuel and save a couple extra bucks. And of course that goes horribly wrong as the plane is struck by lightning and completely loses power and goes down in a rebel Philippines island that is no rule of law other than that's led by the local warlord. And so the person for the airline that is the problem fixer, Tony Goldwyn, has to try to figure out, get mercenaries in there to help save them. The whole time he has to try to keep as many of the crew and the passengers alive, and he teams up with Mike Coulter to do it, and it becomes a really fun action film. And I think that it's great too because it doesn't lean too heavily into the buddy cop aspect of it. I think that they could have done even more with Mike Coulter, but at the same time I kind of like that he's not a good guy. A lot of other films he could have been the main character. But this one, he's kind of the side character, but he's there. It's some really interesting storytelling because Gerard Butler, he has to kill people too, and he has to fight for his life, but he's not as brutal, as much of a killer as Mike Coulter is. Even though he's not a horrible guy, but he's not a good guy, and you'll sometimes to see Gerard Butler will see him maybe just kill a guy that they're done interrogating instead of taking him prisoner. Maybe it's easier to kill the guy, and you see him see what he's doing and say, oh, okay, it's okay. It doesn't even mention it to the guy. He doesn't say, you didn't have to do that. That doesn't become a plot point because he knows, yeah, you probably did have to do that. If you let him go, he probably would have warned his other people that you were coming. And it'd just be, so much more stuff could go wrong if you didn't kill him there. So, I really liked the storytelling of the film, the small storytelling. The actual, main story is completely minimalistic, but it doesn't need to be a big story. It gets what, it is what it needs to be. You have a good guy, Gerard Butler, that has to go through hell to save most of the passengers and crew from this horrible situation. And I like to he's not a one-man army, because a lot of movies too I think would make Gerard Butler be so overpowered and kill everyone. but he's not. Like, you have, he does kill people, but you have like the mercenaries come in to help, and he's a pilot. He was a pilot in like the British Air Force or whatever, but he's not like a super soldier. Like, so they keep his character like under control. It's not like it's not like a Schwarzenegger character, even though like it's reminiscent to those movies. It's just a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing and would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of action. I think it's actually, haven't gotten around to reviewing stuff till now, so I think it's actually on streaming as well. Or not like regular streaming, but like, the upcharge, also in theater streaming that you pay $20 to see or whatever it is. But I would recommend it. I'd probably give it like an 8.25 out of 10 or something like that. It's a fun movie. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.